There are literally thousands of ways to make money on the internet. Like the possibilities are really endless, but there's only a few that'll work for you and your unique situation. And that's what we're going to talk about in this video. Okay, so why do I say that? The reason why I say that is because a lot of times when we're picking businesses to start, we're only thinking like really, really short sighted. We're only thinking about what can make the most money. And that is very, very short sighted because if you're only thinking about how much money you can make. You're not thinking about everything in your like unique circumstance. You're not thinking about what is going to take the most time. What if you don't have that time to actually give? What if you have a full-time job? What if you have kids at home? There's a lot of different things that we have to consider when we're thinking about starting a new business. So that's the reason why I wanted to talk today, because it's a new year. Everybody is thinking about what they're going to do. So I'm going to give you a great framework, a great starting point to help you decide what you're going to do and what business you're going to start. So before we even get there, who am I? My name is Malcolm X Bowser. I've been a full-time entrepreneur for the past 8 years. In that time, my business has generated over $1 million in revenue. And that was from a few things. That was from physical products, digital products, e-commerce, and I want to talk about all of that today to give you an idea of where you can start and some pros and cons for each of them. All right, and I'm going to tell you like who these businesses are actually for and how they can work for a specific lifestyle. And then at the end of the video, I'm also going to show you a great framework that you can do personally, like soon as you get off this video, to see what you like to see what business is right for you. Right, so let's get started. So first, we're going to go over the 5 best business models, in my opinion, when it comes to online business. All right. So first, we're going to talk about digital products. Right. These are great. These are ebooks, online courses, templates that you can sell. So a digital product is something that you can create on the internet or create on via computer and sell it on the internet 24/7, no matter what. You could be across the world. Somebody can go to your website and buy your ebook and buy your digital course and purchase a template that you created. And you don't have to worry about overhead. You don't have to worry about inventory. The only thing you might have to worry about is the software that you're hosting said digital product on. But these are great for beginners because you are able to package what you know, right? So this could be for teachers, coaches. This could be for any kind of knowledge professionals, something that you have a specific knowledge and you don't even have to be a professional. If you know how to train dogs or you know how to put babies to sleep, I've seen digital products that span over a variety of different topics. So this is why it is one of my favorites for beginners. Okay. Also, it's also one of the only, I would say, passive, and I say passive in quotation marks because I don't think anything is truly passive, but it's one of those things where you can create it once and it sells it can sell forever, damn near, right? Sometimes you might have to update certain things, but it's easy. It's even easier to update. Like an ebook is easier to update than a hard physical copy book because these books are already printed. If it's an ebook, you can kind of just make the quick edit, put it back, take it down and put it back up on your website and you're good to go. So digital products is a great business model for you to start in the new year. Okay. If you have a business idea and you want to get started and you want to be able to launch it in the next 90 days, I have a free training for you and a free checklist that goes along with that training. All you have to do is visit schoolofexcellence.com/launch. I know that's very, very long, so the link is in the description below and it's pinned in the comments as well. Next, membership and subscription businesses, right? So these are people who want predictable, recurring revenue. Many times when people start businesses or people might want to quit their job and start a business, the reason why there's so much doubt is because you don't know when your next paycheck is going to come. You don't know when your next client is going to come. You don't know when your next sale is going to come. When you have a membership that is generating revenue month over month over month, you have a better forecast on where your money is coming from. And that's why a lot of people really, really like memberships. And the reason why they're good, because now more than ever, more people are starting to lean into more community-driven learning. People love being around people who have the same goals, aspirations. They might have the same problems. You might be in a weight loss for moms, weight loss for new moms group, and you can start that group and charge a small monthly fee for it. Since we've had our own membership since 2021, and to that point, we've generated over $500,000 in revenue strictly from our membership. So month after month, we just have money coming in, and sometimes people leave, and sometimes people come in. But as the entrepreneur, your job is to get more people to come and to get more people to stay. Some people are going to leave. That is like the nature of the game. It's going to happen. However, a membership is a great business to start as well. It's like I said, it's not passive, because I don't think anything is truly passive. You still have to keep it fresh and keep your members to stay. However, it is a great way to earn money online. Okay. 3, content creation. And I'm encompassing, YouTube, podcasts, newsletters, blogs, anything where you can build your own audience. Now, why is this important? Building an audience is the most profitable thing you can do for any business, right? Especially when you're starting out, because you might not have a super large ad budget to where you can buy customers. Essentially, you can buy eyeballs on your product. So you might have to create content, whatever it is that content may be, so you can generate that audience, so where you can create an digital product, to where you can create a community or create a paid membership, so where you can make money that way. But content creation will be vital this year, especially if you want to build a business. Having an audience is like invaluable. I can't stress how important having an audience is, because there are a lot of people who create businesses, but they have nobody to sell to. They, announce it to their friends and family on Facebook, on Instagram, or something, and you might get a couple sales, but then you realize the next month you have nobody to sell to, because you're not building, you don't have an audience, you don't have an email list, you don't have YouTube subscribers, you don't have listeners. And another reason why content creation is a very feasible or very viable option is because now there are a lot of AI programs that are helping with the creation and editing of your content. So content creation, whether it's in front of the camera, whether it's in front of a microphone, whether it's behind, a keyboard where you're typing, content creation is valuable. And there's so many different ways to monetize it, rather than like a product. You can monetize, you can get sponsorships, you can get people to sponsor your newsletter. There's so many different things that you can do in content creation that I think is important. So that's definitely a business model to follow. Okay, 4. So this is e-commerce, right? So this could be drop shipping, print on demand, niche products, and this is good for somebody who wants to start a physical products brand. Okay, so we created physical planners, right? And this was good because there are people who, there's some people who like the digital planners and things like that, but there's people who want to have pen to paper and write down their plans for the new year, their plans for the new quarter, and things like that. So we created these physical planners, and they did really well, because as the world goes on, people love digital products and they're great, but sometimes they are a little mistrusting of them because of how weird other people have gotten when it came to scamming and things like that. So when people buy something, they want it in their hand, and a physical product is a great way to do that. We also had our own merch. I don't have it on right now, but we've sold hoodies, shirts, hats with our brand on it. And sometimes you might be able to create, if you have access to a heat press or something like that, you might be able to print shirts for other people's events and stuff like that. You can print shirts for basketball tournaments and things like that as well. So I would say e-commerce is a good one. Now, the con to that is that it might take some more manpower, meaning it might take you to physically either press the shirts, might take you to physically either stuff envelopes, stuff packages, actually take them to the post office. And this would not be passive. This is a very active business, but you are able to kind of charge more based on what you're selling and things like that. So e-commerce is definitely a great business to start as well. Okay. Next, this is one of my favorite ones because this is something I definitely did. Self-publishing, right? So self-publishing your own book. I have my own self-published book that I wrote. It came out almost 5 years now. Wow. Crazy. Well, so this is great for, writers, speakers, thought leaders. And what I want you to kind of think about is that you don't want to think about the amount of money you're going to make from the book per se. You want to think about everything off of the book that you can create, that you can sell and create as a total package. So it could be a curriculum from your book. You can become a speaker. You can create presentations from your book. You can create an online course from your book. You can like create an audiobook. People love audiobooks now because so many people are listening to podcasts and they just are used to listening to somebody tell a story, give information and things like that. So ebook. And since like I said, this book I wrote, my book that I wrote is almost 5 years old. It'll be 5 years next week actually. Beginning the process to start to write my next book. And like I said, I'm gonna have things to accompany it. Planners, probably a course, a presentation that I can go to different places to give presentations on that book. So those are my 5 favorite business types to start. Now, my recommendation for new people, as I mentioned before, is digital products because it's such a low barrier of entry. Now, that can work against you as well because there's a lot of competition. However, it is very simple to get started. It is very easy to take your knowledge base and put it in a course or put it in an ebook and sell it for $7 all the way up to $1,000 if you so choose. So definitely a digital product. Right now, if you're more seasoned and you want to do something else and you want to kind of stack these, you can start off with a digital product and a community. Those were great. Like I said, the community is great for generating that monthly recurring revenue. Those are 3 words that you're going to love as an entrepreneur and that you need as an entrepreneur. Okay. So now, how do you choose which one is best for you? Now, a lot of these are not hard and fast rules. I'm not you. I don't know your personal situation, but these are 3 different. This is just a way to I figure out what is the best thing that works for you. Now, when I first started as an online entrepreneur 8 years ago, I was a totally different person. Like I was just coming out of college. I was living at home with my mom. I had a used 1999 Camry. Like I was a totally different person than what I am now. I have a home. I have 2 kids. I have like real adult bills now. So, and I don't have the time to allocate towards certain things. So now my wants and needs are completely different as well. So you have to just consider that. So when thinking about what business to start, I want you to think about like a Venn diagram, right? Like the 3 circles. And one circle is what your skill set is, so what you're good at. Another circle is what your desired lifestyle is. If you want more time with your family, if you have to work, if you cannot allocate 40 hours to this business, because I know a lot of online entrepreneurs are like, you got to be working 100-hour weeks, don't sleep, just do the work. Sometimes that might not be your lifestyle. Like you might not be able to even do that. You might be in school or something. So you have to think about your desired lifestyle. What do you want? Okay. And then sometimes the trade-off is if you want a lot of time, you might not be able to make a lot of money. You might be able to make some money, some good money, but not a lot of money like you see on the internet and stuff like that. So you have to think about the trade-offs. And then the last circle is what is your risk tolerance? Are you willing to put up some money to get the business started? If not, then you have to think about stuff with lower overheads. You get what I'm saying? So like I said, the digital products. So and what you want to do is, put a lot of these different businesses in these circles and then see which one fits all 3 of those criteria for you to start your business. Okay. So those are my personal recommendations for you to help you start your business this year. And I'm curious to know what kind of business would you want to start this year? All you have to do is comment it below and we can get to talking. I might do a video on a specific business to give you more of an idea of what it'll take to be successful in it. Like I said, we've done a lot. We have a podcast, we had a podcast, we had a YouTube channel, we have our own clothing brand, our own planners, books, digital products, physical products. We have it all. So if you want me to go more in depth in some of these topics, let me know. Please like the video if you like the video and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I'll be dropping videos every week. So, to help you along with your journey this year, thank you for joining me here. My name is Malcolm, And I will see you on the next one. All right. Peace.